Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with the final episode of the YouTube Earnings Update series. Not my channel. Every time I say this, people think I'm telling you that I'm leaving my channel. Just this one series that I've been doing for 2 years, and most of you have been hearing me talk about this for a little while. Some of you were highly upset about it and quite vocal about that. But I have good news for those of you who like this series. I am going to be jumping immediately into a brand new series, one that I think will be more relevant, not only more interesting for me, because this one is just too much of always the same thing, and it was getting old for me. But the new one is going to be more relevant because it's going to let us see how the new requirements for YouTube works, and I will be using my ASMR channel as examples because that channel was created like 3 years ago-ish. Back then, all channels could be monetized right from the get-go, so mine was. But I lost monetization in February of this year, 2018, because of the new requirements. So I thought, what a perfect way for us to all see how that works, how you can start a channel now and what the process is to get it monetized. So we're going to be doing that. I'm also going to be just talking about general YouTube tips. I will also be covering Patreon tips and updates for there. For those of you who are interested in that and don't really know who to ask, I'm the one. Ask me, because I'm on Patreon. So more about that very soon. I plan on doing the first episode of that series like in a matter of a couple of days, not like to really share stats, but just to talk more about what that series will be like. And then I'm hoping to do it twice a month like I've done this one, mid-month and at the beginning of the month. And it's just going to be different each time. I might not share the same exact stats every time. Although some of you are always curious to know if your state made the top 10, things like that I don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do for sure, but it's going to be fun. One thing that I think will be interesting is to see different channels. Who's watching? Like, will my top 3 for the ASMR channel be US, UK, Canada? I don't know. I really don't know because I haven't looked. So we'll be looking at things like that and just, I don't know, making some comparisons. I'm going to teach you different things that I know about YouTube that I didn't know when I started 3.5 years ago. So I think it'll be a good series. I would like to think that I could at least hang on to that series for a year. I'm not making any promises, but that's my goal that I have in my head. So prepare yourself and don't be mad in a year from now when I want to end that series. So let's just get started with this series, and I promised you guys that I would show you my total earnings for this channel to date from the beginning. I actually have done that before, and now that I'm saying that, I also want to mention that I find it's quite odd how I can talk about all kinds of things and share all kinds of things about my life, even very personal things, and nobody ever says, Darlene, it's none of our business what you eat. Or Darlene, it's none of our business what you like or what you sew. Or Darlene, it's none of our business like what your family is like. Nobody ever says that. But when I talk about money, I get so many people that say, it's none of our business what you earn. And they say it not in a way like to say, oh, you don't have to share that. They say it in a way that they're like insulted that I would even mention money. Like it's a bad thing. I've had people tell me I'm unsubscribing because you talk about money and you like to share what you make, and I don't give a shit about stuff like that. It's none of my business. It blows my mind how much negativity there is surrounding money. I don't need to tell you anything about any part of my life. Everything that I talk about on my channel could be considered none of your business. If I'm willing to share that, then it's anybody's business who wants it to be their business. But there's nothing wrong with talking about money. There really isn't. And anyone who feels like telling me what I should or should not be talking about on my channel, before you even say it, just don't. Just don't say it. You don't have to. Say it in your mind and just leave it there, because you're not the boss of me. All right, so let's just get on with the stats, and I will show you the lifetime. If those of you are like squeamish about such a thing, then you just close your eyes during that part. We are looking at the stats for the entire month of March 2018, and I will be comparing to February of 2018, and I also will let you know some stats for the past 3 years. So, I uploaded a total of 55 videos. 33 of those were for this main channel. Those are the only ones that count in these stats. 13 were for my ASMR channel, and 9 were for Patreon. And for February, I uploaded 52 videos, so we're pretty much the same there. Subscribers went down. I got 2,976 new subscribers for March, which brings me to 45,731 at the time of when I jotted this down. In February, I had a total of 4,095 new subscribers. So, it was like a little bit of a spike, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look at the graph, but it wasn't like a spike that went above other spikes, I don't think. But whatever happened, it's going back down. For March, I got a total of 444,888 views. I love that. 444-888. In February, that was 440,177. In March, I got 3,260,157 watch time minutes, and in February that was 3,282,700, so it was up a little bit in February. My retention is almost always the same. In March it was 43%, in February it was 44%. And you know what's interesting? My retention for ASMR is really low. With ASMR, you either love it or you hate it. And some people don't even have a clue what it is. So they'll go in and they'll be like, what the fuck is she scratching a microphone for? And they leave. So the retention is low. But the watch time is great, because those who love it, they stay for the whole thing. So it's kind of interesting. I'm having so much fun with that ASMR channel, and I'm learning so much. Okay, gender, 11% boys, 89% girls. I'm also curious to know what the gender is like for ASMR channel, and even for some of my other static channels. We're going to be, covering a lot more things in the new series. Shares, I had in March 2,609 videos shared, and in February that was 2,882. So that's down. My end screen is also down. 2.67% of the elements that appear on the end screen got clicked. That was for March. For February, it was 2.84%. My traffic. My suggested videos was 55%, the browse feature was 20%, and search was 4.7%. Oddly enough, I saw that my end screens was in 4th place in the traffic sources. I don't think I've ever seen the end screens anywhere close to like the top 5 even. So that was pretty cool. That varies a little bit from February. Suggested was 63%, browse was 17%, and search was 4.2%. And again, I'll be curious to see on other channels how those rank. Playlists. I think I said this backwards last time. I tend to say that I had like 8,184 videos in playlists. What it is my videos, because I don't have 8,000 videos. I do have a lot of videos, like 1,600 or more on just this channel. But what it is out of those videos that I do have, they appear in 8,184 playlists. So one video can be in 50 different playlists, and that's a good thing. But that's down because in February I had videos appearing in 8,986. So we're down to 8,184. That's still to me, a pretty cool number. The revenue is up by a little bit, but geez, February was only 28 days and March is 31 days. So I would have liked it to have been a little bit higher. But in February for the month, I earned $1,380.40. And for March, I'm at $1,422.26. Is that my highest? Let me look at my other sheets. No, I thought we could end on the high note. September of 2017 was my highest with $1,438.25. Close to being the highest. Okay, let's do the stats for previous 3 years. 1 year ago in March 2017, my channel was 2.5 years old. At that time, I had 11,683 subscribers total, and my revenue for that 1 month was $644.93. Again, if you jotted these things down when I did the actual report, it could have changed. 2 years ago, when my channel was 1.5 years old, this is for the month of March 2016, I had a total of 3,050 subscribers, and my revenue for the month was $161.09. And I can tell you, I know I was thrilled about that. 3 years ago, when my channel was 6 months old, this is March of 2015, I had 372 subscribers, and my revenue was $25.95. I think it would be quite interesting to see, for those of you who have channels that are not monetized, and for those of you who are just starting channels now, it'll be interesting to see what the monetization process is like, how long it takes, will all channels get accepted, whatever. So we're going to try the new series, and we'll just see how it goes. If it goes good, I'll try to do it for a whole year. The countries, my top 10 are US, UK, Canada are always the top 3. US got 71% of the watch time. UK 7.9%, Canada 6%, Australia 2.2%, India 1%, Malaysia 0.1%, Ireland 0.1%, South Africa 0.1%, France 0.1%, and Germany 0.1%. My bottom 5 countries, 5th from last, is Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Slovakia, and Singapore Sling. Those countries watched anywhere from 29 to 104 minutes of my videos. States, top 5 are Texas with 8.5% of the watch time, California 8.2%, Florida 5.9%, Ohio 4.2%, and Michigan 4.0%. Maine, my home state, is in 17th place because Mainers don't like me. Bottom 5 states are 5th from last, Delaware, then Montana, North Dakota, Alaska, and in bottom place is Wyoming. And they just got fractions of the watch time. All right, let's go over to the computer screen. I'll show you this month's stats because I didn't show you the line mid-month. So we'll do that. We'll see which videos earned the most, and then I'll go ahead and show you my lifetime. You can see we are looking at March 1st through the 31st, 2018. This is the revenue right here, and this is the wackadoodle line. Big dip there, and I saw that April 1st has already kicked in for the stats, and it's down to like $30. So it's going down, but you know, all in all, I'm certainly not going to complain over this. And let's look at the videos that are earning. Still the 1 hour rag quilt and a whole bunch of other quilting things. And I'll just stop here. You can pause if you want to study anything. Wow. I can't believe that my Memphis stuff is already, you know, this high up. That's good. I like to see that. Let's go look at lifetime. I just go up here and I click on a lifetime, and it takes a little bit to load up. So now you can see we are looking at August 29, 2014 through today, and that's because April 1st stats are in. But I don't think I had anything earn any money until September of 2014. But here's my line. This is where I started, way down here. And then this was my very first spike that held. Like, you know, this had a little tiny spike here, but it was just, you know, one day. This one went up, and then it stayed here for an entire year. And then it went up again, and it held on for a couple of months. It went up again, and then that kind of held on. Well, it dipped down, but it came back. And then it spiked way up here, but then look, it came all the way back down. And then here's my most recent spike, and you can see that it, you know, it has gone down. Now it's going down. I would like it if it would stay, you know, at least like here, but, you know, we just never know. But that's what it looks like, and I earned, this is my cut. YouTube gets a cut. Their cut is a little bit smaller than my cut. They get about 45%, and I get 55%. And this is my 55% cut of the pot, a little over $16,000. And you might think, ooh, that's a lot of money. There are people who make this per video. I'm not kidding. Seriously, there are people who make that much money on one video. So there's money out there in YouTube land, but you have to have a ginormous audience. So let's look at, oh, I was hoping I had another $1,000 video. I think I showed you guys this, that I had this video is my first $1,000 video. I have another one very close to it. That'll be 1,000 soon. And then I have like 3 coming in to 500. Those really are very low numbers compared to what people are doing out there. And I think that it's low for the amount of work that I put into this. I really need to work smarter and not as hard, but you will recognize a lot of these videos because they've been in the top repeatedly. I will just scroll down and you can study this if you want. And that's about it. So let's go back to the camera. We can always revisit this main channel. Actually, I will probably revisit it quite often to compare stats with the ASMR just to see how things are working. It suddenly got darker, didn't it? I don't have to say goodbye to you because the series is going to continue, but just in a different form. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you enjoyed this one, I think you'll enjoy the next one. And I'm just going to try to include different things each time. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Can't hurt to try, right? Right. So thank you so much for watching. Please watch for the first video in the new series. It will be up soon. Bye.